माया झूठी काया, वो तेरा जो हरि गुण गाया। जप ले हरि का नाम रे बंदे, मत कर तू अभिमान। मत कर तू अभिमान रे बंदे, झूठी तेरी शान रे, मत कर तू अभिमान। तेरे पास है हीरे मोती, मेरे मन मंदिर में ज्योति। आ, आ, तेरे पास है हीरे मोती, मेरे मन मंदिर में ज्योति। कौन हुआ धनवान रे बंदे, मत कर तू अभिमान। मत कर तू अभिमान रे बंदे, झूठी तेरी शान रे, मत कर तू अभिमान। मत कर तू अभिमान, मत कर तू अभिमान।
Thank you, Jagdish. That was so soulful, beautiful bhajan. We have next our dear Arjun Jasuja.
Dada Shyam. Nanak, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Normally in this satsang, we have senior citizens. Today, in addition to senior citizens, we have premier citizens.
Yes.
Such as Seema ji. सीमा बिटिया भी बोल सकता हूँ। और साथ ही साथ जो दूसरे प्रीमियर सिटीजन्स हैं वो मेरे ग्रैंड किड्स, नानक के ग्रैंड किड्स और दीपू जी के ग्रैंड किड्स तो मैंने देखे, बट मुझे नहीं पता और भी कोई ग्रैंड किड्स हैं कि नहीं हैं। तो आज का जो भजन है मैं डेडिकेट करना चाहता हूँ इन प्रीमियर सिटीजन्स को। एंड देयरफॉर बिकॉज द भजन इज इन हिंदी, I would like to explain to them in English so that they understand the meaning of this bhajan before I sing this bhajan, and afterwards their parents can explain to them the meaning of this bhajan. So we all believe that God exists, but none of us have seen God. And what this bhajan is saying, that if you want to see God, you can see the reflection of God in your parents. So if you want to see what God is like, a small reflection of that you will see in your parents. That is the essence of this bhajan. And obviously I will sing the bhajan and leave it to parents to explain the lyrics later on to the kids. Thank you. सुबह से गला बहुत खराब है, to be honest with you. I was actually going to call Nanak and saying I'm not going to sing. The only reason I'm singing is because my grandkids are here. Otherwise I would not be singing today. So मेरे गले को माफ कर दीजिएगा, बाकी लिरिक्स पे ध्यान दीजिएगा प्लीज। ये तो सच है कि भगवान है, ये तो सॉरी नानक, सॉरी, आई नो यू आर रनिंग लेट और मैं फिर गड़बड़ कर रहा हूँ। लेकिन ये ज़रूरी है कि मैं अच्छी तरह से गाऊं, तो मुझे तुम्हें टाइम देना पड़ेगा ताकि मैं शुरू से चालू कर सकूं इसको। I don't know what it was. It restarted itself. Oh.
ये तो सच है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है। ये तो सच है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है। धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का उस विधाता की पहचान है। ये तो सच है कि भगवान है। जन्मदाता है जो नाम जिनसे मिला, थाम कर जिनकी उंगली है बचपन चला। ओ कांधे पर बैठ के जिनके देखा जहां, ज्ञान जिनसे मिला, क्या बुरा क्या भला। इतने उपकार हैं क्या कहें, ये बताना ना आसान है। धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का उस विधाता की पहचान है। ये तो सच है कि भगवान है। जन्म देती है जो माँ जिसे जग कहे, अपनी संतान में प्राण जिसके रहे। ओ लोरियां होठों पर सपने बुनती नजर, नींद जो वार दे हंस के हर दुख सहे। ममता के रूप में है प्रभु, आपसे पाया वरदान है। धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का उस विधाता की पहचान है। ये तो सच है कि भगवान है। आपके ख्वाब हम आज होकर जमा, उस परम शक्ति से करते हैं प्रार्थना। ओ, इनकी छाया रहे रहती दुनिया तलक, एक पल रह सके हम न जिनके बिना। आप दोनों सलामत रहें, सबके दिल में ये अरमान है, धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का उस विधाता की पहचान है। ये तो सच है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है, धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का उस विधाता की पहचान है। थैंक यू दादा श्याम।
Beautiful bhajan, Arjun. Thank you. It was so soulful, beautiful. We have next Annu. Annu is going to introduce Seema.
Radha Sham, everyone. Here it's time to welcome our very special guest, Seema Ramchandani. I'm sure Saji Sangat Musa Hinagal में जरूर हाँ में हाँ मिलाइंदा. The seeing Seema back in Toronto, Asanjun Dilyun, that Hari Panyuen. Welcome back to Toronto, Seema. Seema, looks like you have a special place with the Sir words in Sindhi. Seema, the I eri Suthi, Sabaji, Andra Bana Swani, and of course, I Surili Singer. So over to Seema. The next 40 minutes are all yours with your bhajans and your experiences with our dearest, most beloved Dada. Over to you.
Dada Sham, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me back to Toronto Sangat. And it's really a pleasure to see you all again. Thank you, Jagdish Bhai and Arjun Bhai, for singing. And I know what you mean about throats. The weather has changed. I know it's a nightmare, but that was beautiful. And Jagdish Bhai, I love that you reminded us of Dada's forever message, Nimana Thyo, Nimana Thyo, Nimana Thyo. And actually today, Anu and Nanak have told me that, they wanted me to share a few experiences as well. So I was thinking that when you have like 1 million, where do you start? But because it's the master's birthday, that's Sadhu Vaswani's birthday, I wanted to talk about my bizarre journey of getting to know what he was actually about. Like the point is, obviously I never met him in my physical form, in his physical form. I never met him on the physical plane, but through Dada Jashan, you always heard Dada Jashan say, I am not the guru. The guru is, he is the guru. Like, he used to always point to Big Dada's picture. And I was like, oh, that guy looks cool, with his finger and, his cool hair. I didn't know nothing about him, but the devotion that Dada Jashan had for his master was always something I admired, but I didn't quite know what our master was about until we were, in 2009, my father passed away rather young, and there was a bhajan that really carried me through, of which 2 lines are, Leheru lagan pe बेरी लुटे लहरू लगन पे यूं बेरी लुटे मुंजी बेरी लुटे आही मूसा तू भल बेरी बुडे आओ त तुहिंजे आसरे आओ त तुहिंजे आसरे हो आओ त तुहिंजे आसरे. Now when the whole world's baby is only ludoing, we have more and more, there's been a consciousness shift of more and more people recognizing that we are indeed powerless, that we are hunanje asare. So anyway, I digress. I'm at dinner with Dada. My relationship, my friendship with him started at 16. I was like, oh, he's so cute. I'm talking about Dada Jashan, right? When I moved from Nigeria, I used to sing in the mission, and I used to think he's so lovely. He's like a grandparent I never got to spend time with because I grew up in a nuclear family in Africa, whilst my grandparents and all were here. But then I got time with Dada, stories about Sindh and, just hanging. But I never knew his glory, to be honest, even Jashan, Dada Jashan. So one day at dinner, I think this was like around the time my dad passed 11 years ago, when I was really moved by these lines. And I was sitting at dinner and there were just 2 or 3 other people there. And I was like, wow, these lines that, Leheru lagan pe yu beri lude. I was like, these lines are so beautiful, no, Dada? And he's just smiling at me. I'm like, aren't they really beautiful? And he's just looking at me and I'm like, who wrote them? I'm like, who wrote them? Mind you, by this point, I had already been friends with him for 14, 15 years. And I'm like, who wrote them? Everyone at the table's like looking at me like she's crazy or what. And they're like, Seema, even before he could answer, they're like, he wrote that bhajan. I'm like, and I look at Dada, I'm like, you wrote it? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, he's looking, pointing up, like, not me, but he's like, yeah, I guess it's me. And I'm like, that's amazing. And I'm like totally jaw on the floor. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Dada, I love that bhajan. And thank you, And then everyone was laughing. They're like, she's nuts. She doesn't even know. Because I was like, wow, because it's just 2 lines. It's 2 succinct lines. And it's so beautiful. Like I am a singer, but I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to compose like Dada Jashan, because subsequently when we worked on the album and when he would translate the Sindhi to English, we're after dinner and there's poetry just rolling out of his mouth. And I'm like, whoa, wow. Like, who can compose like that? Like the Sindhi, he would compose in the camp. These were all camp themes that we had translated and used for the album Celestial Music, from which I'm going to do a few songs today, so that because they're in Sindhi and English, so everyone can understand. But he would I have papers on which he had translated, the camp themes. And I was like, wow, how are you doing that? How are you doing that? It's like poetry just rolls, from him. And I was like, whoa. But the reason I'm telling you this story is because I only very late realized what an amazing poet Dada Jashan was. But even later, 2 years ago, when I was in India for a little while, and Krishan gave me the job of the seva of recording the Nuri Bani in English, just reciting it. And I know the English translation that another person has done doesn't even come close to the Sindhi, which Sadhu T.L. Vaswani has written. But I spent a month and a half or 2 months, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the studio. Krishan would send me lunch. in the middle of the day. That was like a 20-minute break, and I'd be back there reading. I read 7 texts from the Nuri Bani, like Gautam Gita, and we have that Mantra Bodh, and all are part of the Nuri Bani. And I was reading the English, and there were times where I would literally have to tell the engineer to stop because I would be weeping. Because these words, the poetry that Sadhu Vaswani had written originally in Sindhi, it didn't matter. Like I don't know how many of us have actually even read the Nuri Bani. And I went to Krishan, I'm like, Krishan, this is unbelievably powerful stuff. And she said, Dada Jashan used to often also say that this is a treasure that we haven't quite even realized that we have. And I can't tell you what an experience this was, like for 1.5 months, 2 months. It was like a cleansing, just reading these words of Sadhu T.L. Vaswani. And I was like, that's when, only 2 years ago, when I went, whoa, this guy is amazing. Because I only admired like Dada Jashan's devotion. And another thing that really, really caught my eye, and I shared this with Krishan, was that Dada Jashan is the perfect disciple, because everything I read that Sadhu T.L. Vaswani had written, at least whatever I read, the Nuri Bani, Dada Jashan, otherwise we call him Small Dada and we call Big Dada, Dada Jashan lived to the T. And that was such an awe-inspiring moment in my life that I just wanted to share with all of you. And just that was part of my journey of, recognizing their greatness, their absolute greatness, which nobody will ever be able to encapsulate in words. So I'm going to try and do it through song. Let's go. Guru Deva, Guru Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Shiva. Jai Jai Sadguru. Guru Deva Guru Namah Shivaya. Guru Deva Guru Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya Shiva, Namah for this next song, if I can get my eyes open. This one was a kirtan I had done in 2005, and it's on my album Uja. And now I'd like to do my favorite song written by Dada Jashan to celebrate his master's birthday. Well, ours too, but you know what I mean. Uncle Nanak, voice level, track and everything okay?
Everything good.
Jangmo, let's go for it. Are you guys singing with me? Are you guys meditating with me? Are you guys, everyone? Yes? No?
Yes. So soothing.
And now in English, words by Dada Jashan. One thing you must do, find out who are you. One thing you must do, find out who are you. This one thing you must do, find out what are you. You've got the priceless human birth, alas you know not its true worth. You've got the priceless human birth, alas you know not its true worth. Fill your breaths with the name of God and wash your heart whiter than snow. You are born as a human being, the right type of seeds you must sow. You are born as a human being, the right type of seeds you must sow. One thing you must do, you must find out who are you. One thing you must
still. Until you do this, you do but wander still, with stones and dust and mud, your pockets you do fill. We are wandering, filling our pockets with stones and dust and mud. Awal Sunyaraj Surat Benji. I tell you, I know the universe is upside down right now, but this has been the most perfect time to look within and do all the things our many masters have told us to do over and over and over again. It reminds me of my mom saying, "Jai Jai thak jeeving aaya." You know what I mean? They say it all the time, and we have to hear it over and over. But hey, that's what life's about, right? It's a journey. So it's another song from the album that I wanted to share with you today. I'll let it speak for itself. Pachan puthya pyo dorum pai, Pachan puthya pyo dorum pai, Pachan puthya pyo dorum pai. Kale ache pyo kahe kahe, Kale ache pyo kahe kahe, uth jaag musafir thi nirmohi, uth jaag musafir thi nirmohi, lag laga pala hai, lag laga pala hai, lag laga pala hai, lag laga pala hai. Pachan puthya pyo dorum pai, Pachan puthya pyo dorum pai. Radha Shyam, 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 Radha Shyam. Koi keh jo nahi, koi keh jo nahi, koi keh jo nahi, koi keh jo nahi, Dada asan jo aahe, Dada asan jo aahe, Dada asan jo aahe, Dada asan jo aahe. Mukhi tak khappi tu, mukhi tak khappi tu, mukhi tak khappi tu, mukhi tak khappi tu, Dada asan jo aahe, Dada asan jo aahe, Dada asan jo aahe, Dada asan jo aahe. You're chasing shadows, you are chasing shadows, unaware that death follows. Wake up, pilgrim, and realize one by one, everyone dies. As morbid as that message sounds on a birthday celebration, I think in these COVID times, it is a good reminder to know that we are chasing shadows. Everything is impermanent. Na mujaim, na mujaim. That's what we need to do, because that is the one impermanent thing. And on the other Sadhu T.L. Vaswani's birthday. I feel like this is the strongest message I feel to share and to remind us. I'm not sure how much longer I have. 10 more minutes?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to share my favorite song.
Yeah.
I think I say that for all, so I'm sorry. Just like all my favorites. हुस्न तुझे हुस्न वारा कयूं के हैरान हुस्न तुझे हुस्न वारा कयूं के हैरान ओ हुस्न तुझे हुस्न वारा कयूं के हैरान बुधा मुरली परेखा मनड़ो थिए मस्तान हुस्न तुझे हुस्न वारा कयूं के हैरान कनीज जे कखन में छोन कन्हैया तू अची खोले दर दिल जो पंहिंजो रंग छो न रची खोले दर दिल जो पंहिंजो रंग छो न रची हुस्न तुंहिंजे हुस्न वारा कयूं मूंखे हैरान आजा आजा कन्हैया आजा 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 दादा आजा 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 भगल दिल नहीं पुकारे अचन राय अंजलि लियड़ा बैठी मारे अचरनाय अंजलि लियड़ा बैठी मारे हुस्न तुझे हुस्न वारा कयूं मूंखे हैरान Thy beauty, oh beautiful one, is a wonder I can't express. I hear the song of the flute and my mind I can't suppress. Why wilt thou not enter the cottage of this poor one? Open the door of the heart, and thy work is already done. Do thou come, Krishna, do thou come. My heart singeth in a tune that is low, in the hope that thou wilt come. Anjali keeps the lamp aglow. Do thou come, Krishna, do thou come. My heart singeth Anjali keeps the lamp aglow. Anjali keeps the lamp aglow.
Nanak, does Seema have any more time?
Beautiful. I think we are on time. So I think Seema, the beautiful, you mesmerized us all, and we were lost in a different world. So thank you so much. Let's carry our program forward. So Anu will speak now.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say thank you so much, Seema, for such a beautiful musical experience. Thank you for sharing all your priceless experiences with Dada, and thank you for sharing them with us. It's not that many of us who can have beautiful experiences like that. So thank you so much for sharing. And ईअं पियो लॻे सीमा जे गीत ईअं पियो लॻे भाई सीमा ॻाईंदी रहे, असां ॿुधंदा रहूं ऐं सीमा जे गीतनि में असां त गुम थी वियासीं. Thank you so much. And now we move forward. Nanak, we can move forward to Dada's tape now, I think.
Yes, we are playing Sadhu's Dada's tape now. Let me share that.
प्यारे सत्संगियो, भेनरो ऐं भाउरो, रोज़ बरोज़ हित असीं गीता जे अध्याय मां के श्लोक ॿुधूं था. हींअर बि असां ॿुधा के श्लोक. पोइ हिकु श्लोक में ॾिसो, श्री कृष्ण सिख्या ॾे थो दया जी, मित्र थियो. श्री कृष्ण चवे थो मित्र थियो, मित्र जो मित्रवान आहे, वैर भाव खां जो परे, जंहिंखे मित्रता आहे, जंहिंखे दया आहे, सभिनि भूतनि वास्ते, सभिनि प्राणियुनि वास्ते, सोई भक्त मूंखे प्यारो. श्री कृष्ण चवे थो, सोई भक्त मूंखे प्यारो, सोई मूंखे भक्त प्यारो. अॼु जेकर हिननि थोरनि मिंटनि जो हिकु नंढिड़ो वीचार मां दिलि जे अंदरि खणी वञा, अभी ॿियो वीचार खणी वञो. मां सम्झां थो त केतिरे वक़्त खां असां मित्रता जो भाव विञायो आहे. असीं जानवरनि सां मित्रता में नथा हलूं. असांजे दिलनि अंदरि जेकर भई नओं मित्रता जो भाव अचे ऐं असीं सम्झूं त ही पशु, ही पखी मित्र आहिनि. हिकु वक़्तु गांइ जे वास्ते केॾी न श्रद्धा हुई, हिन वक़्तु इहो भाव बि झको थींदो वियो आहे. जेकर वरी असीं वीचार करियूं जानवरनि जो ऐं पखियुनि जो, वीचार करियूं ऐं दिलि जे अंदरि हीअ इरादो करियूं त असीं हिननि जा दोस्त थी रहंदासीं, मित्र थी रहंदासीं. छो त जो मित्र आहे सभिनि प्राणियुनि जो, सोई श्री कृष्ण चवे थो आहे, मुंहिंजो भक्त प्यारो, मुंहिंजो भक्त प्यारो. जानवरनि वास्ते मां सम्झां थो हिन वक़्तु जेकर नओं भाव खुले, न फ़क़ति प्यार ऐं मोहबत, पर नई श्रद्धा जानवरनि जे वास्ते. के मुंहिंजा वीचार हिन संबंध में अमा की नवा लगन अमा के शायद ये विचार कबूल न कन पर मुझे यो विचार थव त हिक हिक जानवर में आत्मा आहे आई संत गौतम या सिख्या ॾिनी या श्री कृष्ण सिख्या ॾिनी संत गौतम चयो पंहिंजनि शिष्यनि खे हिकु हिकु जानवर उन में उहा शक्ति अथव या मूं में आहे अञा ताईं केतिरा भक्त अथव गौतम बुद्ध जा केतिरा भक्त चवंदा आहिनि त हिकु हिकु जानवर हिकु ॾींहुं बुद्ध थींदो हिकु हिकु जानवर पाण खे अहिड़ी हालत में हिकु ॾींहुं आणींदो जो हुन में बुद्ध जी शक्ति प्रकाश थींदी हिकु हिकु जानवर बुद्ध थींदो हिकु हिकु पखी हिकु हिकु पशु असां खां निरालो कोन्हे जीअं हिकु हिकु इंसान ऋषि थियणो आहे हिकु हिकु इंसान ब्रह्मज्ञानी थियणो आहे हिकु हिकु इंसान हिकु हिकु मनुष्य कृष्ण जो रूप थियणो आहे तीअं हिकु हिकु जानवर हिकु हिकु पशु हिकु हिकु पखी हिकु सभागे ॾींहुं कृष्ण जी तस्वीर बुद्ध जी तस्वीर थींदो इहा दया छा आहे मुंहिंजो वक़्तु गुज़री वियो आहे दया जा 10 रूप आहिनि 10 रूप दया जा जिन जो ज़िक्र शास्त्रनि में थियल आहे दया जा 10 रूप से कहरा तिन जो ज़िक्र जेकॾहिं अहिड़ो को मौक़ो वरी मिलियो अवां जे अॻियां रखंदुसि 10 रूप तिन मां हिकु रूप ही अथव जानवरनि खे प्यार ॾियो मांस खाइण खां परे रहो ॿियो रूप ग़रीबनि दुखियनि खे प्यार ॾियो उन्हनि जी शेवा कयो जिन खे अझो न आहे तिन खे अझे वठी ॾियण में मदद करियो जिन खे खाधो न आहे तिन खे खाधे ॾियण में मदद करियो जिन खे कपिड़ो न आहे तिन खे कपिड़े वठी ॾियण में मदद करियो ॿिया बि केतिरा ई रूप आहिनि 10 रूप मुख्य रूप दया जा 10 रूप पर जेकॾहिं हिन महीने में असीं दया जे 2 रूप चित में रखूं जानवरनि जी आसीस पायूं ग़रीबनि दुखियनि जी आसीस पायूं पशुनि ऐं पखियुनि जी शेवा करियूं ऐं ग़रीबनि दरिद्रनि जी शेवा करियूं शायद ईअं थिए शायद मां सभिनी जे दिलनि अंदरि बि नओं प्यार अचे नई मोहबत नओं उत्साह नओं दर्शन इन्हनि पशुनि पखियुनि वास्ते ते पशु पखी असां खां जुदा कोन्हे पर असां जहिड़ा आहिनि असां जहिड़ा ऐं जा शक्ति असांजे अंदरि आहे आत्मशक्ति सा इन्हनि जे अंदरि बि आहे ईश्वर इन भाव में असीं वधूं हिननि जी शेवा करे पंहिंजो मालिक जन्म सफल करियूं सफल ओम ब्रह्म कृपा केवल कृष्ण कृपा केवलम गुरु कृपा ही केवलम ओम शांति शांति शांति
So we will now play children's video clips that children and their parents have worked hard to collect. So we'll start children's videos now. Let me share the screen. I will introduce, first of all, these are Aryan and Anya. These are children of Anita in Paris, Dharamshi, and grandchildren of Arjun and Mamta, Yasuja. They are sung beautiful.
My name is Aryan Dharamshi.
And I'm Anya Dharamshi. Today we will be singing the Gayatri Mantra for all of you. Please join us in singing along. Om Bhur Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhur Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat.
From all of us, we wanted to wish Sadhu Vaswani a very happy birthday.
Next, we have Maya Jolly. She's the daughter of Mona and Aaron Jolly, granddaughter of Arjun Mamta and Ramesh and Irene Jolly. Probably they are not here. Next, we have Leah Laurier. She is a daughter of Punita and Leni Laurier, so also granddaughter of Deepu Bharwani.
Sattanam Katapurik Nirapum Nirabik Akalamurik Arjuni Sevham Kapursa Ajapara Sachuchukada Sachit Be Sachit Nanika Hosi Be Sachit in Kong Heart Sattanam Katapurik Nirapun Nirabik Akalamurik Arjuni Save Hum Kapurasara Jap Ada Sachitugada Sachit Hebi Sachit Nanika Hosi Be Sachit.
We have Arvind Jasuja. He's the son of Natasha and Anil Jasuja, also grandson of Mamta Arjun Jasuja, also Dr. Gurmukh Jagwani in India. I don't know if they are there. It's so cute.
Bhargava Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat.
Next, we have Nikhil Malkani. He's son of Sabina and Neil Malkani from Washington, D.C., also grandson of Shami Shahani.
Kirtar Purak Nirabo Nirabe Akala Moek Juni Zebun Hagadur Sat Chippa Ada Such Chugod Such Be Such Nanek Hosebi Such. Come talk of the Mapay Rasser, see open the Sabatera, the Mapeta Markete, the make your path to Goganere, when the Johnny to Manta, Ujite Jabu Manta, the Ghost Mogri through the Nutero, Wagakari. Make up the method to me join, nine glass soccer.
Next, we have Jia, Saya, and Krish. These are children of Kajal and Rishi Shahani. Again, grandchildren of Shami Shahani from California.
Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha
Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Next, we have Rohin Jindal, is son of Neena and Kunal Jindal, grandson of Chandra Nanak Lakhani, and also Anju Anil Jindal. They are there.
Jai Dada Jai Ho Jai Dada Jai Ho Jai Dada Jai Ho Jai Dada Jai Ho Charam Kaman Me Senu Nebao Tata Bay Makam
Jai
Dada Jai Ho Dada Jai Ho. My name is Chandra, and I'm going to sing Happy Birthday song for Dada. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Dada. Happy birthday to you.
Good.
Next,
Oh boy.
next we have Avya and Sia Bhutani. They are the daughters of Rajiv Bhutani and granddaughters of Gulab and Mona Bhutani.
Sadhu Vaswani Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Next we have Aditya Lakhani. He is son of Shilpa and Shailesh Lakhani from India. Our grandson. He's 2 years old. This is the Nayanka Gulati. This is the dance I got it from Kavita. She's a very great dancer.
Namaste.
Next is Aditya Manyal. He's son of Kavita Manyal, SCAT president. He is doing mantras, Havan mantras.
And Dadasham. My name is Aditya Manyal, and today I will be reciting shloks from the Ishwar Stuti. Each mantra is in sets of 8, and hello, namaste, and Dadasham. My name is Aditya Manyal, and today I will be reciting shloks from the Ishwar Stuti. These mantras are in a set of 8 and are recited in the first half of a Havan. Each shlok begins with Om and describes many of God's characteristics. Today I will be reciting the first 4 sloks from this stuti. Om Vishwani Deva Savitur Duritani Parasuva Yad Badrantan Suva. Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jata Prativeka Asi Sadadar Prithvi Dhyanutemam Kasmai Devaya Havishavidemam. Om Ya Atmada Balada Yasya Vishwa Upasite Pashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Chaya Amritam Yasya Mrityu Kasmai Devaya Havisham Videmam. Om Ya Pranato Nimishato Mahitvaika Yadraja Jagato Babuva Ya Ishe Asya Deepvada Chatushpada Kasmai Devaya Havisha Videvam.
That was nice. He knows more mantra than our Pandits. Such a good reciter of mantras. Next and last, not the least, our grandson Vihan, son of Shailesh and Shilpa from India.
Dina Bandhu Dina Nath, Mere Dori Tere Haath. Dina Bandhu Dina Nath, Mera Dori Tere Haath. Dina Bandhu Dina Nath, Mera Dori Tere Haath.
Thank you. Thank you. That was so nice to watch children, performing. Thanks to all the parents and children that worked hard. So such a joy to see children performing. So next item is dear Mahesh Lawari. He's going to sing a bhajan. Please unmute, Mahesh.
Dada Sham, everyone. Nanak, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. Very
Okay.
nice.
Sorry. Dada T.L. Vaswani and Dada J.P. Vaswani, they have both given us immense knowledge, teachings, preachings, gems of life. And what has really affected me most is the attitude of gratitude. Like Dada J.P. Vaswani used to always say, Nakar fikr, hamesha kar shukr. And that's what my father also believed in. And I really believe in that principle of gratitude. And I have my partner, not in crime, but partner in everything here, Anita. She's going to speak and say a few words on gratitude.
Hello, everyone. Dada Sham. Okay. Today, we learn the magical lesson that making the most of what we have turns it into more. In other words, gratitude. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. It turns problems into gifts, failures into successes, the unexpected into perfect timing, and mistakes into important events. It can turn an existence into a real life and disconnected situations into important and beneficial lessons. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Gratitude makes things right. Thank you.
Thank you, Nida. शांत में सबक प्यो रोज से खारी, शांत में सबक प्यो रोज से खारी, गुरुदेव प्यारा पंहिंजो प्यार पियारी, गुरुदेव प्यारा पंहिंजो प्यार पियारी, तुंहिंजी महर केॾी केॾो तुंहिंजो एहसान, तुंहिंजी महर केॾी केॾो तुंहिंजो एहसान, ॾिसी की न डिंगायूं, ॾिसी की न डिंगायूं, मिठा आहीं महिरबान, ॾिसी की न डिंगायूं, मिठा आहीं महिरबान, हित हुत हरदम सजण आहीं साण, हथ खां वठी तूं हलाई तो पाण. Nanak, is the sound okay? Just want to check. शुक्राना शाह तुहिंजा, शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुहिंजो, शुक्राना शाह तुहिंजा, शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुहिंजो, परे रखिया पास विहारी, परे रखिया पास विहारी, मेहर नजर से सदा निहारी, मेहर नजर से सदा निहारी, पास विहारी सदा निहारी, शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुहिंजो, साक निंदाया सुख में दुख में, साक निंदाया सुख में दुख में, बंगलन में आ भुख ही भुख में, बंगलन में आ भुख ही भुख में, सुख में दुख में भुख ही भुख में, शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुहिंजो, शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुहिंजो, शरीर जे कष्ट सूर में, शरीर जे कष्ट सूर में, हो जा हमेशा हुजूर में, हो जा हमेशा हुजूर में, हो जा हमेशा हुजूर में, शुक्र शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुहिंजो, ओ जहिड़ो ना ॿियो को आहे सारे जहां, तो जहिड़ो ना ॿियो को आहे सारे जहां, करियां तो तां कुर्बान हीअ जिंद ऐं जान, करियां तो तां कुर्बान हीअ जिंद ऐं जान, जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय तेरो नाम, जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय तेरो नाम, पई अंजलि पुकारे दादा श्याम पई अंजलि पुकारे दादा श्याम, हित हुत हरदम सजण आहीं साण, हथ खां वठी पियो हलाई तूं पाण, हथ खां वठी पियो हलाई तूं पाण, हथ खां वठी पियो हलाई तूं पाण. दादा श्याम.
Thank you, Mahesh. Beautiful bhajan. Thank you, Anita, for a nice message in this pandemic time. So we have now Anu wants to say a few words.
दादा श्याम प्यारी संगत, अज तव्हां सभिनी खे मिठरे वॾे दादा जे बर्थडे सेलिब्रेशन्स में ॾिसी करे असां सभिनी खे केॾी न ख़ुशी पई थिए। परे परे खां तव्हां सभु असां सां गॾिया आहियो। तव्हां सभिनी जा घणा घणा शुक्राना ऐं घणा शुक्राना to our special Seema and to all our excellent Toronto singers, Jagdish Bajaj, Arjun Jasuja, and Mahesh Lahori. सभिनी अहिड़े प्यार में ॻायो, अहिड़ीअ भक्तीअ में ॻाइनि पिया। असांजियूं दिलियूं, असांजे दिलनि खे केॾो न आनंद पियो अचे। And घणा शुक्राना to our Toronto children. It has always been Toronto's tradition to celebrate Sadhu T.L. Vaswani's birthday with a cultural program by the children. Before, it used to be the parents of today's children who used to take part, and now it is their kids who are taking part. The torch was originally lit by the grandparents like Soni Shahani, Deepu Bharwani, and Mona Bhutani. I don't remember all the names, Shami Shahani. So they all, the grandparents are the one who lit this torch, and the torch is going to be carried forward by their grandchildren. So ॿारनि सां गॾु, singers सां गॾु, ऐं तव्हां सभिनी संगत सां गॾु अॼु वॾे दादा जे birthday celebrations में एड़ी रौनक थी पई. Thank you so much, everyone. And now we will have Geeta Tarani talk to us a little bit about the Bal Vikas program. This will be followed by the birthday celebration song by Seema. So let's light up our candles. Let's light up our cakes if we have them. We have one here. We will light it up, and let us, even though our mics are muted, let us sing the birthday song with Seema. And then this will be followed by the Aarti sung by Amit Mulchandani. Amit always amazes us that someone so young sings so beautifully in Sindhi. He is indeed our Sindhi youth ambassador from Toronto. And then this will be followed by the Aarti, which Amit will sing. So while the Aarti is going on, let us light up our candles. Let us all do Aarti together. Gad Aarti kayon. It'll be a total joy. It'll be a beautiful celebration and a beautiful end to Dada's birthday celebration. So while the Aarti, let's light up our candles. Let's all do Aarti together. And now over to you, Geeta, Dada Sham.
Geeta. Geeta, please start your video. I don't see Geeta. So I don't see Geeta. Geeta was going to announce, as Anu said, we are starting children classes. We call it Bal Vikas. Geeta is a leader. She is starting actually the classes with other help of others, few ladies in our Sindhi group here, Sadhu Vaswani group. So like Sony is one. Let me highlight Sony. Sony, you want to say, unmute yourself, please, Sony.
You have to unmute me, Nanak.
Yeah, you're unmuted now, yeah.
We are hoping to start in a couple of weeks a children's program where it will be cultural, little bit of spiritual, little bit of storytelling, that kind of thing. It will be a way of children getting together and talking and learning something. More will be worked on by all of us together. But please join, register. I already have quite a few children, parents who have shown interest, and I will be contacting you again to give you all the more details which may be required.
We also have Anita Advani. I'll spotlight Anita. Anita is also excellent teacher and she loves teaching children. So unmute yourself. Okay.
Unmute.
Yeah.
Take that again. Hi, everyone. I'm Anita Advani, and I'm greatly looking forward to working with this team, helping children to learn spirituality and cultural experiences and the storytelling. It's all going to be a wonderful package, and we're going to make it as nicely presented for them as possible through the virtual teaching that we're doing. And I think it's going to be a great new initiative that we're starting. So I'm really, really looking forward.
And other person is, I think Kavita has been instrumental in bringing this up. So Kavita is our SCAT president. She has done a lot of good things in SCAT and including children. So she's going to be a big help in organizing these classes.
Thank you, Nanak. Thank you, everyone. I'm so happy that we are starting these Bal Vikas classes. We used to run these way back in Guru Mandir, but thank you to Sadhu Vaswani Mission and Geeta for taking this initiative. And we are going to make it very fun and interactive. So all the children who are listening or the parents, please make sure that you're registering your children. We are starting, as Soni said, in a week or two. And believe me, they are not going to be bored. We are doing a lot of interactive sessions and fun sessions. And they will also learn the culture and the religious aspect and spiritual aspect also. So thank you. And we look forward to seeing more and more kids enrolled in the Bal Vikas classes.
Thank you. Thank you, Kavita. That's nice.
Thank you, Nanak.
With everybody's help, we will get started, and hopefully there's a lot of interest, enthusiasm in the community for the children classes. So with Dada's blessing, hopefully this will go well. And also, last but not least, is my wife Chandra. She's also one of the teachers. She used to teach Sindhi classes in Guru Mandir many years ago. So we are going to continue, especially in pandemic time, because big advantage is there's nothing to drive, no snow, no nothing. Everything is from comfort of your home, and it's going to be very, very convenient. And not only local, but we will have kids from anywhere. Actually, Zoom, that's the advantage. So let's share and try to bring up our children, just like they did little video clips. So they are excited. Children are excited to be part of this Zoom thing and learning. Let's hope Dada's grace we are able to start this. So next, I think we'll move it to our birthday cake cutting celebration. Anu, please unmute yourself.
You announced Amit.
Nanak, Seema, you have to. Seema will do the birthday song. I'll just light up the candle to the cake here, so you can spotlight between the altar and the cake.
Okay.
भली आए दादल शाह जिय तू आए दादल शाह अंगड़ असांजे दादल शाह अंगड़ असांजे दादल शाह शाहन जो तू आही शाह शाहन जो तू आही शाह शाहन जो तू आही शाह शाहन जो तू आहीशा भली आए दादल शाह जिय तू आए दादल शाह अंगड़ असांजे दादल शाह नूर खुदा का दादल शाह दादल शाह दादल शाह दादल शाह दादल शाह भली आए दादल शाह जिय तू आए दादल शाह एक बार बोलो हजार बार बोलो, बार बार बोलो,
दादा की
बोलो, हजार बार बोलो, बार बार बोलो,
जय दादा की
बोलो, हजार बार बोलो, बार बार बोलो, जय दादा की। एक बार बोलो, हजार बार बोलो, बार बार बोलो, जय दादा की, जय दादा की, जय दादा की, जय दादा की, जय दादा की। एक बार बोलो, हजार बार बोलो, बार बार बोलो, एक बार बोलो, हजार बार बोलो, बार बार बोलो, जय दादा की, जय दादा की, जय दादा की, जय दादा की। हमारे दादा की हरी आए दादल शाह, जिय तुम आए दादल शाह। Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Big Dada, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Dada, happy birthday to you. And we thank you, and we love you, Dada Shah.
Now we will do Aarti. Thank you, Seema. That was beautiful birthday song.
दादा श्याम। दीन दयालु सद कृपालु मोर सतगुर दादल शाह। मां मंगतो तू शाह वाली दे मुखे महर निगाह। मोरे सतगुर दादल शाह। दीन दयालु सद कृपालु मोर सतगुर दादल शाह। मां मंगतो तू शाह वाली दे मुखे महर निगाह। मोर सतगुर दादल शाह। कीन घुरा मां ब्यो कुछ प्रीतम न की दुनिया न की दीन। कीन घुरा मां ब्यो कुछ प्रीतम न की दुनिया न की दीन। कंध कपाया तो खे पाया, कंध कपाया तो खे पाया। तुझे चरणन त्या कुछ कीन। मोर सतगुर दादल शाह। अंदर मुझे ऊंधे उनी अची बाझड़ियड़ो बार। अंदर मुझे ऊंधे उनी अची बाझड़ियड़ो बार। मिठड़ो मुखड़ो कमल जहड़ो, मिठड़ो मुखड़ो कमल जहड़ो पाया दीदार। मोर सतगुर दादल शाह। मन इंद्रन खां पार उकारे सूरत शब्द मिलाए। मन इंद्रन खां पार उकारे सूरत शब्द मिलाए माया पर्दा लाहे लाहे माया पर्दा लाहे लाहे ज्योत स्वरूप बताए मोर सतगुर दादल शाह तुझे नूर नूरानी में ऐ नूरी अंजलि करे निवास तुझे नूर नूरानी में ऐ नूरी अंजलि करे निवास जन्म जन्म में दर्जी दासी जन्म जन्म में दर्जी दासी नाबी का आहे प्यास मोर सतगुर दादल शाह दीन दयालु सद कृपालु मोर सतगुर दादल शाह मां मंगतो तू शाह वाली दे मुख मेहर निगाह मोर सतगुर दादल शाह मोर सतगुर दादल शाह मोर सतगुर
दादल शाह।
Swami ji, concluding prayers.
वावा जित विहारी तू फजल नूरी निहारी तू शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुझो शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुझो शुक्र आहे शुक्र तुझो ओम ब्रह्म कृपा ही केवलम कृष्ण कृपा ही केवलम दादल कृपा ही केवलम गुरु कृपा ही केवलम ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Thank you, Swami. Dada Sham, I want to express my deep thank you to all for attending our satsang, Dada special satsang, and big thanks from depth of my heart is to Seema, who was joined from India this late. So I really appreciate such a mesmerizing sangeet and bhajans and experiences we had. It's really enjoyed the whole world. Also, we have attendees joining from all over the world, from America, from Caribbean, from India. That was such a nice experience, you know. We have become, since the lockdown started, we have started satsang way back in March, and we have been doing every week, every Saturday, so at 4 o'clock our time. So we get a lot of, you know, we have become one big family of Dada devotees. Such a nice experience. Otherwise, we will never meet, you know, that at least we are meeting on Zoom, such a thing. Also, we keep doing a few Shiva activities. Like in pandemic time, Soni Shahani, Geeta Tarani, they made masks for children, they deliver. Also, they do Langar Shiva. Gurmandir has been doing Langar Shiva, delivering food because people cannot meet, so they deliver to people's homes, needy people, deliver, cook Langar at Gurmandir and they deliver. Traditionally, Dada's birthday, we used to do Langar Seva in downtown Toronto and feed 500, 600 people, cook Langar in Gurmandir and actually feed people. This year, because of lockdown, we could not do that. So we are going to start Langar Seva in Gurmandir, delivering food, prepare at Gurmandir and deliver people's homes. So you are always welcome to join and giving a helping hand in anything, be it Langar Seva, even children classes or anything. So we are open. Please contact any of our Sadhu Vaswani team members or anybody. we'll be very happy, to work together. So again, thank you very much. I really had a good satsang, great satsang. Thank you again, Seema. So I will stop the live stream, and then